What's up guys, Frank Fulci back again with another weekly haul, unboxing, and collection update video. Before we jump into today's haul, of course, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Also click on the bell icon for notifications of all future uploads. Welcome back to the channel guys. A few packages here, a couple of exciting ones actually. A Vinegar Syndrome one, which everyone always loves, or at least on other channels they do, but Amazon stuff, and then Unearthed films, which I know is not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm actually really excited about that, and we'll get into that once I get to that package. But let's jump into it guys. We'll start with one of the Amazon packages. Hopefully you guys are all doing well out there. The weather is fucking nutty around here. Yesterday was beautiful. I'm filming this on Sunday, of course. Yesterday was beautiful. Oh shit. But today's freezing, back into feeling like the 20s with the wind chill and everything. So what we have here is another gift from the good brother. Hey Frank, enjoy the book. More Judith Sonnet. Woo! My new favorite author, at least at the moment. This is actually her newest one as well, Toxic. These books are so fucked up. Like, they've actually ruined me in the sense of, like, I can't read regular, quote-unquote, horror books anymore. Like, everything has to be extreme. Like, the other ones just seem too tame to me now. So I ended up finishing David Sutherland's Night Shoot, which ended up being pretty good because the ending was different than I expected. I expected like a vampire story and it turned into something else, so that was cool. But still, the extreme horror is where it's at for me, which actually is funny because it ties into my Unearthed Films package. But yeah, definitely excited about more Judith Sonnet. This is actually longer than the other ones of hers that I've read, but that's okay because I'm sure I'll still fly through this shit. From the Depraved Mind of Judith Sonnet, Toxic is a collection... Oh, it's short stories. Again, Toxic is a collection of 9 short stories which explore the dark side of humanity. A dad on vacation faces massive monsters rising from the ocean. A crew of ghost hunters explore a disgusting outhouse, quote-unquote. A damaged young man goes on a walk to visit his girlfriend. And a woman joins 2 greasers on a quest for vengeance, backlit by 1950s nostalgia. Gore, horror, and darkness await you in this disturbed collection featuring new and old stories from one of the most strange authors on the market. Guys, let me know in the comments below, A, if you are a fan like I am of Judith Sonnet, but what other extreme horror books should I be reading? I like the novellas and short story collections just because I can fly through them. It doesn't take that much dedication and commitment to, you know, it's not as a, what's the word, I don't know, I get like fucking nervous about jumping into huge fat books because I'm like, this is gonna take me forever. But hit me in the comments below, let me know which like novellas and cheapy little short story collections of extreme horror stuff you recommend. Next up guys, another Amazon one. This one's pretty fucking big and bulky, so let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh, let me read the notes in here, boy. This one is fucking amazing. This has been on my wish list for a little bit. I think since like October-ish, maybe, when this was released. I want to say Halloween time. Love this box set. Oh my god, and it's the only way to get Next of Kin. Yes! Excellent documentary on the franchise as well. This is from the fucking good brother Scary Bear, aka Paul. Dude, I love that you sent this to me. This is fucking amazing. Thank you very much. I think actually around the time that you posted up that you were rewatching all of them or watching all of them, like I might have added this to the wish list. Maybe my timeline's a little off, but fucking Paul sent me this awesome Paranormal Activity box set, the Ultimate Chills collection they're calling it, all on Blu-ray, no 4Ks or anything like that, but he's right. He said in the note, this is the only way you can get Next of Kin on Blu-ray. That's the newest one, the reboot, the revisit to the franchise after some years away. And I actually fucking loved that one. You don't hear anyone really talking about it. I don't think it did that well. It was streaming and should still be, I think, on Paramount Plus or something, or Peacock, one of those P streaming services. But I fucking loved it. I actually watched it and then I wanted to rewatch it again like immediately after, but I don't have time to even watch movies one time sometimes, let alone fucking watching them again. But I will say I love this entire fucking franchise, except the Ghost Dimension. I thought it was fucking dog shit. But Unknown Dimension, I guess, is the documentary on this, or, you know, on the franchise, and I'm definitely excited about that. So what I'll probably do is rip this open, watch Next of Kin again, and then watch the documentary. So I hope they continue to do these, because I thought Next of Kin was a great return to the series. Next up, guys. Whoa. I would normally save the Vinegar Syndrome for last, but fuck that. I'm going to do that shit now, and then I'll do the Unearthed MVD sale. MVD is the distributor of Unearthed films, as well as a couple others, so there's one title in there that's not Unearthed, but we'll get to that in a second. Let me slice this up and slice my fucking jugular at the same time by accident. Now, this should be the March package, I'd imagine. We are in the middle, past the midpoint of March. Got some goodies in here. I think I threw in like one extra title, maybe a VSA or something to add to the collection, or one of the partner label ones. I don't fucking know. I never can keep track of these. This doesn't look like there's anything extra in here. Oh no, there is a VSA one in here. Alright. I thought I could have swore I added a partner label title to an order recently. Maybe I didn't order that. I did. Calvaire is one that I was going to order. But anyway, guys, next up, starting, we have Freeway 2, Confessions of a Trick Baby. I didn't even know this movie existed. Actually, I didn't even know the first one existed up until recently when they threw it up on Shudder. My boy told me to watch it. I still haven't, and I have the 4K from Vinegar Syndrome as well. But now they've accompanied it with Freeway 2, and actually, I didn't even... Confessions of a Trick Baby is the silliest fucking title. Now I know the meaning of Trick Baby, but when people were going crazy about this, this is also 4K by the way, guys, which is amazing. People were going nuts about this before it even was announced. When they announced the first one, Vinegar Syndrome, fans in the Facebook group and shit were like, "Oh, give us number 2 now," and apparently they listened. But I'm sure that was in the works before people were saying that. But yeah, excited about this one. I gotta do a back-to-back double feature, of course. Next up, we have Primal Rage. Now, I get confused with... There's a few movies out there. This is also 4K, by the way, guys. A few movies with this title out there, but let's look at this one. Pretty sure I've seen this one. From 1988. The science department at a Florida university has been working on a wonder drug for brain injuries, but has accidentally created something else, a rage virus capable of turning those infected into mindless killers, complete with superhuman strength. Meanwhile, 2 student journalists, Chad and Frank, are on the hunt for a story that will land them national attention. After stumbling upon the biology lab responsible for conducting the experiments and its large stock of test animals, the reporters believe they've landed on a potentially topical subject: inhumane animal testing. Deciding to break in at night to get some exclusive photos, Frank is attacked by a baboon, which, unbeknownst to him, has been infected with the virus. Now, with a deadly substance flowing through his body, Frank slowly begins to transform into a bloodthirsty monster in the shell of a man, and it's not long before anyone he encounters starts getting ripped to shreds. But even worse, the virus proves contagious. Ugh! Pretty fucking sick. I don't think I've seen this one, but again, there are multiple movies with this title. This also, I believe, was on Blu-ray, put out originally by the ilks of fucking Code Red, Dark Force, Scorpion, in that family, I think. Pretty sure that's a thing that I actually probably own that Blu-ray too, but because I recognize this cover more so than this slip. But anyway, guys, next up, gotta love these fucking box set things that Vinegar Syndrome does. Mexican Gothic, the films of Carlos Enrique Taboada. This is a side loader. This has a booklet in here as well. Everything's upside down right now, but oh wow, that smell is unique. Yeah, we got a booklet explaining all about the history of these films and the director. I'm sure, of course, I've never fucking heard of this director, but I'm sure every one of you people out there has, because you're all better than me. Rapina, Darker Than Night, and Poison for the Fairies. Interesting titles. 1975 rather through 1986. Those are the release years. We have Poison for the Fairies, which was 86, Darker Than Night, which is 75, and Rapina, 75. So excited about this one, guys. So again, I always love these collections and director exclusive box sets and all these things that these companies are doing, especially Vinegar Syndrome, when they do these awesome slide out covers, slip boxes, whatever you want to call them. And last but not least, I said I did have to order this specifically separately to the order because it is a VSA title. Subscribers don't get this by default. But this is VSA number 31, and it's called Undeclared War. Again, one that I am unfamiliar with, of course, but that is no surprise. 1990. Directed by Ringo Lam, of course. Featuring the signature bloody violence that director Ringo Lam, who did City of Fire and Burning Paradise, has become known for. Undeclared War is a dark and uncompromising neo-noir that doesn't pull its punches. One of the rare Hong Kong productions featuring a mix of international actors speaking multiple languages. Undeclared War stars American actor Peter Liapis from Ghoulies, Hong Kong actor Danny Lee from John Woo's The Killer, renowned Australian character actor Vernon Wells, the Road Warrior, and acclaimed British actress Olivia Hussey. Wow, that's awesome. Black Christmas. Vinegar Syndrome Archive is proud to present this stylishly directed slice of Hong Kong action on Blu-ray for the first time in the United States, newly restored from Studio Supplied Masters. Pretty fucking excited about that one, guys. And of course, that completes the VSA collection for me. Last but not least, guys, I said this was an MVD sale, and they have them a couple times throughout the year. I usually don't partake in them just because. So MVD is distributor for, more recently, Unearthed Films. I mean, it's been a couple of years now, but Unearthed Films, Blue Underground, Wild Eye, and Visual Vengeance. A bunch of others. They have their own like movies, titles that they put out as well, like a bunch of like music-related documentaries and stuff like that. But I usually, like I was gonna say, I usually don't partake in this. But the prices for a lot of these Unearthed films that I needed to fill in the gaps were fucking unbeatable. Like dropped under. Some of them were $9.99. Some of them were like $13.99, $14.99, stuff like that. So even if a couple were $19.99, that's still better than what a lot of the Unearthed titles go for most of the time. So you had to film in the blanks, of course. One that is not... Yeah, there's one I said is not Unearthed, but very fitting if you guys know me and have been following me for a while. Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell. I used to fancy myself somewhat of a bodybuilder. Now I'm just a flabby old man, but had to get this. I wanted to get this from day one. Visual Vengeance is a newer... Again, they've been around for at least a year now. Newer sub-labels, partner label, subdivision, whatever the fuck you want to call it, of Wild Eye Releasing, who, to be honest with you, puts out some pretty garbage fucking titles. There are some gems hidden in there, but for the most part, Wild Eye puts out very low budget, very not good films. But they released, or they announced this Visual Vengeance line a while back, and I believe this is number 1, yeah, VV01 on the spine. Will probably not focus in any world. But, I said I almost pre-ordered this shit back in the day. I'm glad I didn't because, again, the price dropped pretty good here. This is a film from Japan, of course. You can probably tell by the awesome title there. But from 95, so mid-90s Japanese title. It's, yeah, I was just going to say, but it's the first line on here. Alternately known as the Japanese Evil Dead. So if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. This legendary independent Japanese cult film by director Shinichi Fukuzawa is now available for the first time ever in North America and includes brand new bonus content alongside archival features. Trapped inside a haunted house, a bodybuilder must survive a blood-soaked night of insanity to save himself and his friends from a demonic ghost that is hell-bent on revenge. Culminating in a show-stopping and truly bizarre gore effects bonanza that is often compared to Sam Raimi's Evil Dead classics, which inspired it. So, fucking very amped to finally own this one. I was gonna pick up a couple other ones, like, I mean, I don't know the order of them when they were released, but there was like a werewolf title. There was a few other ones of Visual Vengeance that I was tempted to grab, but I said, let me grab just this one at least, and then the rest, like I said, I wanted to fill in the Unearthed gaps. And these are a lot of the newer releases. Actually, 5 of the most newest, you know, of the newest releases. Now, this one was guest reviewed on my repulsivereviews.com a while ago. I don't fucking write reviews anymore, but people are gracious enough to send me guest reviews from time to time so I can publish and put new content up. This was done by Billy, I believe, and his review made this one sound pretty good. 2LDK. So I was actually excited to watch this one after he had reviewed it, after reading his review, but I didn't pick it up until now, obviously. But this is another Japanese one. 2 struggling actors share a Tokyo apartment. As they compete for the same film role and the same boyfriend, their petty squabbles soon turn into an all-out war. And when they break out the power tools and electrocution devices, you know these 2 women have forfeited more than their security deposit. That's pretty fucking awesome. And it's fucking Unearthed Films, so again, excited. I didn't used to be into Unearthed, man. They used to be like too much for me, but a few years ago I started getting into them. I was getting a lot of the titles to review on the site, and I just started getting into it. Unearthed has definitely expanded their horizon in terms of the catalog they put out. You'll see here, I think one is in the Classics line, one is, actually a couple Classics line. We have one animated, first ever Unearthed animation, as far as I know. Yeah, it says number 1. I know they've put out other different types of animation stuff, but I think those were DVD only. And it was different kind of animation, and it wasn't under this new, branch of Unearthed animation. But this is the Old Man movie. I don't know much about this other than I know that it was, they helped get the dubbing for it, I believe. MC Bushpig, who's an Australian horrorcore rapper, like one of the more brutal fuckers in horrorcore. I don't know, he had some sort of involvement in this. Now, I think this is like a German film originally, so unless he speaks German, I don't know. But, he may just do like a dubbed voice in here or something, but yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna like this one too much, but figured I had to pick it up. Like I said, this was the cheaper of them all, actually $9.99. So again, that's one of the newer titles that Unearthed has put out. Late 2022. I know they were working on this one for a while. I don't know. Yeah, 2022, and I think it was like literally the end of the year they put that out. So that's definitely brand new. Next up. This is another, talk about new. This is definitely one of the new ones they put out for sure. This may actually even say 2023 on it somewhere. Yeah. So this is from this year. A film by Kevin Coe, Invitation Only. Another one I'm excited about. I've heard this is pretty fucking brutal. Wade Chen, who works for a rich and powerful CEO, Mr. Yang, accidentally catches his boss having sex with supermodel Dana. To keep his silence, his boss rewards him by sending him to an exclusive party on the company dime. Wade's evening at the party includes receiving a new car, dancing, gambling, and frolicking with the boss's mistress. However, leaving the party is a problem, and the guests are systematically hunted down and slaughtered by a masked slasher. That sounds fucking awesome. Yeah, Mandarin. This is Chinese, so Mandarin language, Spanish language, and English subtitles. Region A. The film itself is originally from 2009. I'm fucking excited about that, man. A lot of the Asian, Japanese, Chinese, whatever titles that Unearthed has put out, those are like my favorites of the bunch. And speaking of which, here's two more. This is one of the fucking Cat 3 titles that they put out. I fucking love Cat 3. Actually, Unearthed Films is responsible for introducing me to the fact that Cat 3 films even fucking exist. I didn't know that was a thing, and I've loved everyone that they've put out so far. Vinegar Syndrome has gone in on it with Ebola Syndrome. There's a bunch of companies doing this now. 88 Films has put out some Cat 3 films. I think I'm missing one or two of them, but I have most of theirs. But yeah, fucking finally got this. Again, this was put out 2022, so it hasn't been that long. But it's been a while, and I was scared that like this shit wasn't going to be available at some point. But the film itself is from 2003, and this is actually spoken about in the documentary included in the what the fuck is that? Untold Story Blu-ray that Unearthed put out last year or 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago at this point. But this one is talked about highly in that documentary. A mentally disturbed taxi driver lusts for blood every rainy night, and several young women are brutally murdered. He likes to take photos of the victims' dismembered bodies as his special mementos after sex with their corpses. Jesus. And stores their severed breasts in pickle jars. Jesus Christ. Inspector Lee and his team are called onto the case in this bizarre, nasty, and notorious Cat 3 film. Cat 3 films are crazy, man. At least the few that I've seen, like, they're like crazy, weird sense of humor mixed with extreme gore shit. Like, just such dueling ideologies and themes, and they're put together, and somehow they just work in these weird movies. But excited about that shit for sure. Now, this is part of the Unearthed Classics line. Number 8. I think I have them all. This next one is part of that as well, and this is number 9. So maybe I'm missing one or two, but I don't think so. I think now I might be caught up. But this last one, again, this was one of the cheaper ones and one of the newer ones, and had this on my fucking Amazon wishlist. These were all on my Amazon wishlist, but as soon as I put this order in, I removed them from there so I don't get duplicates or anything like that. But fucking excited about this, man. Hideki Evil Dead Trap 2. Now, I believe I had this on DVD from Synapse or something. And I don't think I ever actually watched a DVD. I bought it because I was buying a bunch of like Japanese horror and shit at one point a few years back. And I watched the first Evil Dead Trap, and I know Unearthed put that out on Blu-ray. But I need to revisit that, and I need to definitely watch this one. Remember, I get these also confused with like Red Room and those sequels and stuff, but I mean, I love this artwork too. But a killer is on the loose in Japan. Young women are being horribly mutilated. Aki, a young woman who works as a film projectionist, is haunted by a childlike ghost. Haunted by a childlike ghost. Her girlfriend Emmy is a TV news reporter covering the horrible mutilations. Emmy introduces Aki to Kirahashi, a married man with a haunted past. Everyone involved has a dark secret and something evil is taking control of them. They are pawns in a game being played by forces beyond their understanding. This eerie descent into madness takes us on a journey into the abyss, and the terrible truth is finally revealed. Yeah, this sounds fucking awesome. Again, the film itself from 91, so it's been around for a while, but man, fucking happy to have this. I'm so, again, Unearthed films was something that I used to collect randomly, would check them out, wasn't really, they have some pretty shitty titles, don't get me wrong, but I am a huge fucking Unearthed fan now, and I'm happy to have these, filling in the gaps, of course. I know Paul has sent me a couple of the newer ones over the last year or so he was helping me fill in the gaps as well. But I'm pretty caught up. Like I said, there's a couple of newer ones that I'm probably missed out on. There are definitely a lot of old titles that I don't own, and I might get them like cheap DVD copies over the years. I know Archive has a lot of those on DVD and stuff, which is where I got a lot of the older titles from over these years. Actually, I haven't been to Archive in a while. But yeah, like I said, man, excited to have this shit, and that's it. That'll do it for the haul. This is another fucking great haul. Unearthed film stuff. Vinegar Syndrome, another new book I can't wait to fucking jump into. I was going to start another title, Keelan Patrick something or other, Kin, I was going to read, but I may just read this fucking Judith Sonnet one now that I have it. But that's it for me, guys. Hit me in the comments below. Let me know what of this stuff you guys are excited about. What should I watch first? It's got to be one of these Unearthed titles, right? One of these Asian Unearthed titles. I have 4 Asian titles there. Oh no, plus the Visual Vengeance. Wow, didn't realize those are all Asian titles there besides fucking Old Man movie, but that's awesome. Very exciting stuff, guys. Let me know in the comments below anything else you want to talk about. All the fucking links are down below. I have a new set of Horrorcore Wiki trading cards out. They're up for pre-order now, but they should be delivered from the printing press either tomorrow or Tuesday, so I'll be shipping those out. I've sold about 50% of the packs already, so I'm pretty excited about that. I will be shipping them out as soon as I get them and sort them and all that shit. And yeah, that's really all that's going on with me, guys. New fucking haircut here, so how to get on film. But hopefully you guys are doing well. Happy, healthy, safe. Until next time, guys, peace out and be good.